Hello everyone, welcome to episode 1 of Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, I don't fucking know. Anyway, new game. We're playing the first one. How many are there? Just for all trials and whatever the hell that was. And okay, we got 3 games here. Alright. Episode 1, the Turnabout, and then you got Turnabout 3. Pretty sure there's more than this. But anyway, start episode 1 obviously. The first Turnabout. Let's go. Huh. Fucking love this game. This game's so fun. If only real courtrooms worked like this. Gasp. Damn it! Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. What do you have gloves on? I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Man. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Hey, girl. Oh, hiya, Chief. Phew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Oh, thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life. Everything. It's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death, despair. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished, Larry. I'm finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspaper says it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Is it? A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy that they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault, he just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. Hold it! August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court number 2. Do we need to know the court number? Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor, I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Handshaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. What if I just get all of them wrong? Defendant, well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Well, glad I read the case report over so many times. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim? Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it anytime, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cindy. That's it? Just Cindy? That's all it's saying? I didn't see Cindy Stone. Cindy's autopsy. Yeah, it only says Cindy, but whatever. Cinder block. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct? Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed now, Mr. Wright. Good. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor, because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was this statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into the evidence. Statue is in the shape of the Thinker. It's rather heavy. Okay. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check your court record frequently. Boop. I can't do it now, though. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Sup, G? Mr. Butts, it is not true that the victim had recently dumped you. Hey, watch it, buddy! We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Who? Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies! I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. It's been so long since I played this. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Okay, passport added to the court record. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. Sounds like a bitch. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone is. Tell me, Mr. Butt, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I, stop him from answering? My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof, wince. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That's cheating, she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with this trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motives is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, or maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Stop him from answering. Have him answer honestly. I know, I'll send him a signal. What the fuck? Tell the truth. Bruh. Yeah, I was there, I went. What the fuck? Order! Well, Mr. Butts, dude, chill. Daddy, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. What the fuck? Bro. Don't scream at me like that again. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness? The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Oh, did he now? Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawwit to the stand. Oh, what the fuck kind of name is that? Oh, you're fucking dude. That's a mask. Mr. Sawwit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct? Is this correct? Oh, yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawwit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Alright, here we go. Get in. Witness account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing in an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I crawled in fright and found myself unable to go inside. There's a phone there. I thought to call the policeman immediately, however the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly, it was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Time of death. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawwit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your pursual. Blackout. Yep. Okay, now, Mr. Wright. Yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Your Honor. All right, Wright. This is the real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key, it's in the evidence. Compare the witness testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradictions between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. What would the court... Okay, I already know what the issue is here. The time of day. The time of the murder, the blackout, one of the two, okay? So we're going to go to where he... Okay, press, and then... Okay, tabs to present. Okay, and... I remember the time. Okay, check it. Let's check real quick. Time of death was between 4 and 5 p.m. The murder was at... Or the... What's it called? The blackout was at 6 p.m. Okay? Victim apparently arrived in Paris at 30... Okay, Well, which one would we present? The blackout record or the autopsy? Let's do the autopsy. Okay, present. Wait, what? Oh, right. We have to actually present it. Okay. I wonder if both would work. Okay. Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m., you're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that, Shut up. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawwit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do, point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Blackout. Okay, I see you heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Now, if this was real life, wouldn't the judge have been able to point that out if he had seen the time on the blackout record? Right, you know what to do. I've got this one. Yep, they start you off real easy. Gets a little harder after. Okay, so probably coming from the television. Right there. Wait, let's make sure that's the correct one. Tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Sure, sorry. Well, yes, I do, but which part? When I found the body, I heard the time. There's a voice saying the time. It's probably coming from the television. Well, I mean, I would like to say it was that, but it could be also the other one. Let's say the objection's there, though. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Gah! The defense's point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawwit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawwit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. Ah! My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawwit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Hearing the time. Okay. Actually, I didn't hear it at the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. Wait. There was a table clock in the apartment. What's it? There was a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. What? You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Wait, what? Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear it at the time. I saw it. Press. That strikes me as a very suspicious mistake. Yes, I can see how you'd be a little doubtful. I'm really sorry. I only just remembered the table clock. A table clock? There was a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there? A table clock? Was there a clock at the scene? This is the first I've heard of it. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. The murder weapon? Yes, the table clock that was used as a murder weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something's fishy here. That must have been what I saw. Why didn't you tell us about that in the first place? I guess it just slipped my mind. I'm not really sure how it happened myself. The witness says he saw the table clock. End of story. Yeah, well, he said like 3 things. Now find the contradiction. Okay, I did. Okay, evidence. God damn it. Right here. Oh, okay. Present. Wait just a moment! The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? You, with your objections and your evidence, who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawwit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch, you just tilt it, and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with the testimony now? Yes. Your Honor, there was a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawwit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never looked. Clock, I heard. No, I mean, I saw. Bro, was that your pubes? He shaved his pubes and put it on his head. Shut up! I hate you! It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Burn. Give him death. Give you this. No. That's gay. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claim. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound The sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is writing on this. I better think it carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Shawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock's battery. I think that's what it was. Or examine the clock's battery. No, examine the clock's batteries. All you have to do is examine the clock's batteries. The batteries. The batteries are in the right way. The clock seems to be working fine. What exactly did you mean, Mr. Wright? That the clock was working fine. Yes, and? Oh, wait, no. Mr. Wright, I expect more from the lawyer in this first day. I'm afraid I have to penalize you. Oh, shit, no. That was wrong, sorry. Because the time, well, hold on. But the time was off. So it should have been that. Oh, no. Okay, no, never mind. I remember. Okay, because I already did this before. It's because she took the clock with her to Paris. Try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now and here in this court, Your Honor. May I have the clock? I asked the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Ah! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between that, what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. It wasn't that it was 3 hours slow. It was like 21 hours fast or some shit. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? Well, it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can prove that, if you can't prove that, you don't have a case. Honestly, just him saying that sort of thing. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it! I was so close, Mr. Wright. It seems like you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. Grrr. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry, I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Yeah, I mean, Chief, listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I'm not the thinker. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes, but that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking outside the box. Don't waste your time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? Can you think of a reason the clock would be slow? Yes. Wait, maybe I can prove it. What if I said no? You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! The tough words. Let's see if you can pull one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. The passport.
Take that!
Ah! Take that. The victim had just returned home from abroad that day. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. Oh, right. I said 21 hours. 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her head is... when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawit, or should I say Mr. Did It? Oh, God. Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, he was arrested and had been taken away, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor, I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly, and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. And with that, this court is adjourned. It turns out that Frank saw it was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit, bro, wait, hold up. So he was in that place? Oh, wait, never mind. So grab the nearest blunt object he could find. Defendant lobby number 2, okay. Woo! I still can't believe we won. Right? Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all. You fought your own battle in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief look this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait. No, I mean... Bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was... never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butt's innocent. Hey, thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. Yeah, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Larry? Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, it's okay? Oh, I'm not sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves just how she felt about him, huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? Oh, yeah. So check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Well, it's the clock. This is the clock you made for her, Larry, and she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really? I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right. I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen. Learn. Grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? Okay, well, drink a toast to innocent Butts. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You have to tell me more about it sometime, maybe over drinks. And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends, but I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us unless you count the clock he gave me." I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident, and my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry. And my promise to tell would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. Till next time on part 2 of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Because we are ending the episode now, guys. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I already put this right. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope y'all enjoyed, and I will see y'all bitches in the next episode.